Queen here, Life After Money and the Lady Truckers Club. This is video 7 of my Trucking Life series. So I'm going to carry on a bit more with the Lady Truckers Club and move on to more driving related subjects a bit later on. So the Lady Truckers Club opened up quite a lot of doors for me regarding publicity for the club and requests to do stuff for the media, for radio, television. I was writing articles as well, and I just got a few here. I wrote articles for magazines because I was becoming a little bit famous. So Trucking International did a series of my articles and I wrote the words, they did the cartoon at the top, and I've got an enlargement of this cartoon, and I think it's really funny. It's about me and my truck breaking down and me sorting out the problem on the side of the M6 motorway. So the caption is, "Hey, ever wondered how I managed to look so young and fresh? I use oil of diesel because I'm worth it." So I was writing a series of articles for Trucking International, this one. Both sides as well, lots of articles. This one was for commercial motor, yep, more, both sides. There we are, Trucking International. That was for Wheels, the headlight magazine. So let's move on a bit. Oh, this is a bit more publicity that I got. I got tons of publicity, tons of these press releases. I think you might be getting some shine. I've got a window opposite me here, but it doesn't matter. There we go. More press cuttings. Queen of the Road was a common one. Queen of the Road. Ilona keeps on trucking with the best of them, and Class 1 driver. So there you go. We did a bit of fundraising with the Lady Truckers Club members. One other lady in particular, Jenny, she came out with me for a week and we did a sponsored hitch, and we hitched all the way around the country. No particular route to follow, but I did actually find accommodation free of charge on the nights we were out. So we stopped over at night at truck stops. We got lifts in lorries from up the side of the road, and we did collections in motorway service areas, lorry parks, truck stops. And we did, I can't remember how many miles, I think we did about 1,000 miles in the week, just hitching lifts and collecting money for, and we got £500 for the Great Ormond Street Hospital. So here's a picture of me and Jenny delivering the money, the cheque, to the Great Ormond Street Hospital. So, fundraising. I was asked to go to France and do some publicity shots by the people that were working for the new Eurotunnel, the Channel Tunnel that was going to be opening, and they wanted a real lady trucker for their publicity shots for the dining car, and I had to go to France, but I couldn't go under the tunnel because it wasn't finished. So they paid for me to go across on a ferry, and I did these publicity shots for Eurotunnel. So this was the main photo that was used, and I'm sat there with Sir Alistair Morton, who was the then boss of Eurotunnel, and we're in the dining car and we're being served by a waiter chappie. Am I close enough for you to see that? Thank you. Yeah, so I went to France, and I was paid to go to France. I put my invoice into them, and I've got a list of articles here that came out in different newspapers all over Europe. They sent me this. So, Meals on Board press coverage. Anyway, I told you about the truck shows that we went to, and put a stand up, and they always gave us free space. People came along to speak to us, and one lady came to our stand at Peterborough Truck Fest, and I remember her very, very well. She said to me, I would love to get an HGV licence. I would love to drive a truck. And normally if anybody said that to me, I would say, yeah, of course, possible, anybody could do it. But this lady was a little bit different, and she was in a wheelchair. So I said to her, well, could you give me a bit of background, tell me a bit about yourself? And she said her dad used to be a lorry driver, and he took her out when she was a little girl, lifted her into the cab, and she's always had this love of lorries. So I said to her, what is your disability exactly? So she said, I was born with spina bifida. I've got no feelings from the waist down. So she's always been in a wheelchair. Anyway, I said, well, I really don't know, to be honest. Can't answer your question right now, and I'll see what I can find out for you, and I'll let you know. So I took her details to let her know what I could find out. And the next week I was trucking along on the motorway, and I just couldn't get her out of my mind. You know, I was thinking, blimey, what a gutsy lady she is, you know, and she's got this ambition to get a lorry licence. She wants to drive a lorry. And I thought to myself, you know, there's got to be a way. There really has got to be a way. So I started contacting people that I knew of that might be able to help. And I got a lot of people saying, well, no, sorry, we can't help you with that. And then I struck lucky, and I contacted Volvo head office. I think it was somewhere in the Midlands, or maybe even Oxford, I can't remember. But anyway, they decided that they would go ahead, and yes, they would help Jackie get her licence. So Jackie got her provisional licence, and she went to do the training with Volvo. Volvo had to convert a truck to hand controls. It was a brand new Volvo FL10. It's quite a small cab actually, but it was an Arctic. It did have a trailer behind it, and she did the training with them. Now, to get her into the cab, what they had to do was open the cab door, and they had a small rigid lorry with a tail lift parked next to it, so that Jackie could wheel her wheelchair onto that tail lift at ground level, and they lifted her up to the height of the cab so she could just get across from her wheelchair into the lorry seat. Now, she had an instructor there, and he had to learn how to use the hand controls first so he could teach her. When she was actually in the lorry, they put her wheelchair on the back and tied it down. I did actually go and see her for a day while she was doing the training, and I thought at the time, you know, she looks at home there. She looks perfect. If she could walk, if she got her legs okay, she would be a trucker, I know it. And anyway, she did the training, and guess what? Jackie passed the test. and I think she was possibly the only one that in a wheelchair to have an HGV Class 1 licence. I mean, it was a licence which stated that the vehicle had hand controls. Obviously she's not going to get in any other vehicle. So anyway, Jackie was as happy as anything. She got publicity, she was on the television. But I just thought that is brilliant, because why shouldn't disabled people have a chance like anybody else? Just because she can't use her legs, doesn't mean to say that's it, finished. No, I mean, we found a way, Volvo found a way. So I'm really pleased with that. Right, I've got a couple of photos of Jackie here, so I don't know whether to hold them up or just let you see them, but I'll put them on the desk. I'll put them on the desk, not on the table. Have a look at Jackie. There she is. Well done, Jackie. She passed her test. There she is. She had a lovely red wheelchair to go with the red lorry. A quick look at the Ormond Street Hospital one, and there we go. Now it looks like the battery's going to finish any minute now, so I think I had better quickly put that back in there. Have a bit of a round up there. I still got lots of stuff to tell you, more lady truckers, because exciting things happened to me because of the Lady Truckers Club. So I'm going to say bye bye for now, and I'll be back another time with the next one. This is number 7. I don't know where it's going to end, but I want you to get the whole story, because it's a story I like telling, and it's a story I'm proud of. So bye bye for now. Me and Queen, life after money.